So, and then where is the thing? I say enter.
You've already done it. Push that little blue.
Okay, that's much better because earlier I was directed to find enter.
Well, that was because you were in the comments. You just sent that to a messenger, which is like text messaging from the phone.
That's important. Now I'm connecting. That's working. So I can now therefore proceed with, okay.
So what I like to do, go to your friends list, click on your picture, go back to your profile.
Timeline.
You've got 531 friends. You want to try to get more friends. So work with what you got. So
it'll take you a while to get through them.
I would go all the way to the bottom of your friends list. Well, first of all, you might want to check first thing in the morning when you get on Facebook. Check your friends who have birthdays. See what their birthdays. Today is Savannah Perkins' birthday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did notice that.
Today is Ruthie Get's birthday. Okay. So what I did, I right click on her picture.
Yeah.
And opened up a new tab and put it up there. So you only got two. Just go to her page. I would do it as a message. Well, she's with Valentis, so you're not trying to sell her anything.
But just
send her
birthday greeting. Is that what it is, birthday?
Happy birthday.
That's good. Now,
okay. That's, I think you met, I'm pretty sure her mom, she might have been sick. But that Steve Getz, remember the guy who let you in the door the first time at the church in Springfield?
oh yes, yes.
So, okay. And then go to your friends list. And all the ones up top, you've probably spoken to recently.
Yes.
So scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Wow, this point of view. I don't know.
You don't know any of these people?
I know, but they're familiar. So who's just a
These at the bottom, you probably haven't talked to them in a while.
no, fleeting. I saw their names and didn't pay attention to talking to them. Leaving notes. Greeting. Now,
So you might not want to do this now, but
yeah, practically all these women are fellow. So we went through this. There's a couple there. And some of these are in Dubai. Does that matter? United Arab Emirates?
That's all of them.
So you want to reach out to at least 10 people a day.
That's what you were talking to me before. I didn't understand that number every day. Now I become more familiar with the process.
See, I think Jenna's like not even gotten into work up. So she's been sending comments to a lot of people today. I bet you send to more than 10, comment on more than 10 people's things a day.
I listed them down.
Really?
When we were doing it, you know,
And then remember there was a period of time, gosh, we were doing like 50 at a time.
well, I never could do it.
I don't remember how we were doing.
Some of these I may not know and how to communicate to. I go proceed and get acquainted with them. No need for a run. She passed away. She's no longer here on earth. Okay.
So it's good to know that because you don't want to go to her page and comment.
That's why many of these people I'm very familiar with.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with them and want to get to know them better, then you go to their profile, like this one right here, Kristen Lloyd. She's an animal advocate.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, so you can see all about her.
Yes.
She didn't have much to say about it.
Hanging out to the windy city woods.
This October 17th was the last time she posted, so she must be the one that's it's key. See, all these people commenting, and most of those people are in the Olympics.
Yeah.
See, if you could just like it.
I see. Ooh, I like those. Ooh.
But your goal is not to try to sell them when you're making comments in the beginning. Just make a comment on whatever pertaining to that post, if it interests you.
She taught me that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So with that girl, she's already in the Olympics. So you're wasting your time if you
Christine Boyd. So just let her go. That's it. And then I usually come back to here.
Or you want to go to this one.
And exit out from there.
There's Ed, you know him?
Yeah. Yes.
He hasn't posted since June 10th. Is he still alive?
He's the husband. Oh, he passed
Yeah,
away.
he did pass away.
That's his son-in-law.
Oh, okay.
This is the one I want to catch. And this we have passed Victoria Wallace.
That's his friends. That's Ed's friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
you want to, you have 22 mutual friends with him.
we've done this. Of some of this I know very, very well. And
We have 22 friends together.
many of them are really asleep, permanently just waiting to go to the restaurant.
naked body is beautiful, a naked mind is.
And if somebody responds and like boy, Courtney, not boy, Courtney, and she teaches Bible study, and if I am interested in going back to that place, is that within direction, not within the product. But if I have a chance to meet her again teaching Bible study,
She actually lost like a lot of weight recently. I don't know what she did, what she's doing, but she's got some kind of product that she's using.
became friends with Rob Jason, Natural Jessica Fire, and Ruthie Dorothy. I don't know her. But I'm just thinking aloud here because I can believe it and come back to it. I must pay attention to the names of more people.
Here's Radica, one of Armenia's ribs.
What's going on with her?
She's really cute, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Teach first or second? You want to go before Kenny or after? Maybe it'll be end of Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is it in the entryway?
What are we looking for?
My purse.
The big one.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere.
Your briefcase is there.
Oh, I thought you were. I don't think I saw you. The big heavy one is what you came in here with. That was the only heavy load that I carried.
Sure. Huh. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, how are you, Diana?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How did your weekend go?
Actually, we didn't have anybody that came, not even one person.
No? Oh,
So that was kind of a disappointment, but it was definitely a learning experience.
Hmm.
So,
yeah, that was 10 hours from us. We looked at it.
you what? Oh, you thought about coming?
We looked at it. It was
That would have been awesome.
Friday would have been a hard day.
Well, Saturday would have been great. Actually, we ended up having a great time on Saturday. Even though we didn't have the actual, I mean, nobody came on Saturday either, but we just kind of hung out and had a really good meeting. Hi, Kenny.
Hello, Kenny.
You're muted.
Hey, everybody.
So Jeff was just saying that he was thinking about coming over this past weekend, him and Tiffany.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been cool.
Where are
That
they
was
at?
Wisconsin. That was a 10-hour drive, but Friday was going to be hard.
That's a hard one.
They do it though. They travel all over. Hi, Olena.
We've had people come from California to our meetings. Cheryl came.
Yep. Hi, Shannon. Lena, you are muted. I don't know if you want to be. Jeff is muted now. Elena says hi from New Jersey.
Hey, hey, Lena.
Do you have a New Jersey accent?
Hi.
Joyzy. We've got one more minute before we start. If any of you guys have some friends that you want to invite in, feel free. We're going to talk about Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing, and we're going to have a special presentation by Kenny and Penny on doing a presentation. I think you're going to love it, Jeff. I'm eager to have you bring it back.
Cookies out here.
Penny?
I'm still here. I was gonna text a couple people right now.
Okay, good.
Massage it.
Whoops, I think I just hit the mute button on you. I didn't mean to.
Wow.
We might end up with feedback. We have too many. Maybe if we just have two computers on mine. Hey, Karen. This is going to be a really fun meeting tonight. Hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to give us one more minute and then I'm starting a minute late. Oh, you're welcome, Olena. Feel free to show yourself.
Love that red hair.
I do too. Thank you very much.
Looks
I want to
sassy.
hear Olena's accent. She said she's from New Jersey. New Jersey people have accents, right, Karen?
Usually.
I think Alina is from a different country, and I think she just lives in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
She might have a couple accents.
She said her baby is jumping on her head. Okay, well, I hope that you guys all grab some paper and a pencil and take some notes. We're going to slide right through this because we've got a lot planned for tonight. And I am also admitting people as we do this. I'm thinking that maybe I should, since I know how focused Kenny is, I'm going to make you, Kenny, I'm going to make you a co-host, all right?
You doing that so I can admit people while you're talking?
Yes. All right, so I think that you should be able to. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is marketing on Facebook. It's Melody. Do you see those, Kenny?
I do not.
Okay, maybe I have to do it. So I'm going to be adding people as we go here. So I've gone back to marketing on Facebook, something I had gotten away from for a while. And I'm not disappointed that I got away from it for a while, but I'm really glad that I'm back to it. I got 2 new customers this week, thanks to my time on Facebook. And the things that I do is I draw people to me rather than having me have to ask people, are you open to taking a look? I want as many people as possible asking me, can you tell me about? So the way I start my day, you know, we all need a daily method of operation. My number one thing is I post something on Facebook, and I want to post something that has anything to do with our products, our opportunity, the special. I do that first, and I do it first for a reason. I want that after I do that, I'm going to go out and I'm going to put comments in other people's posts. Especially, I look for people I haven't spoken with for a while. And then I'm hoping, my goal is that they will come and take a look at my timeline to see what I'm up to. And they'll see weight loss coffee. They'll see somebody's results. Or today they saw that we have a special that's been extended. I had quite a few people today. If you go look at my timeline, you'll see several people ask for more information. I only have one person so far who ordered. I think I have somebody else who's ordering later today. But that's because I was reaching out, putting comments on their timeline. They come to take a look and see, what is she doing? And I think if you guys think about it, don't you do the same thing? Like if you see that someone commented on one of your posts, do you go look and see who that is, what they're doing? I know I do, and that's what made me start doing that in the first place. The other thing that I do on a daily basis, except I do miss occasionally, so I can't say that I'm perfect, but I try to do, is comment. I send people private messages for their birthdays. Now, I personally like either sending it the day before their birthday or the day after, because I think the day that we have a birthday, our timelines are just inundated, and there's no time to look and see who is that person who wished me a happy birthday, right? We're just busy saying thank you. So that's why I like sending birthday greetings a day early or a day or two late. Another thing I like doing, we want to try and engage people in a conversation. So I like asking questions in the comments. Like, let's say that Kenny's always posting his picture with himself in the cup of coffee. Well, if I saw a really cool coffee cup, I might want to say, Kenny, where'd you get that? And that's going to start a back and forth, because he's going to answer, and then I can say something based on his answer. And I personally believe that anytime you can get a conversation going, that's a huge win. So those are the basic, easy to do things. The other thing that I like doing is joining groups. So you could join a group for Filipinos. If you happen to be Filipino, that would be a great group to join. If you happen to have Native American ancestry, maybe there's a group for Native Americans. If you like cooking, there are a lot of cooking groups. Basically, anything that you personally are interested in, that's the group you want to join, because you're going to find like-minded people there.
On a basis, how many do you have? How many groups have you joined, Diane?
More than you want, probably 1,000. I mean, literally, I probably am in that many, but wow. I don't get around to that many. A lot of times, I mean, I used to join groups just to join them. I don't even know why I did it, but I joined way too many groups, and I have probably 3 or 4 that I actually participate in. And you want to be active in the groups, because like if you comment on somebody in the group, I've made a lot of sales the first day that I've joined a group. Like, let's say that I join a group, I go in and I see somebody is commenting quite a bit. I will comment on a comment, ask a question, and start a conversation. Then I'll send them a friend request. Trust me, they're going to go look at my timeline, and they're going to see that I market weight loss coffee, and they ask me about it. Tell me about that coffee. If I happen to post about the opportunity, rarely, but occasionally, some people have said, you know, I might be interested in joining your team. I know that I have sponsored at least 2 people that way. So the results are there. The other way for adding friends, because we want to keep new blood coming in, right? And then at some point, after you've reached 5,000, you do have to start deleting them to make room for new. But we want to be adding friends. So like if you're out and about, let's say that you're in, I mean, anywhere, wherever you are, if you can strike up a conversation, which we know Penny is amazing at. I think you're probably really good at that too, Kenny. Instead of exchanging phone numbers, ask them, are you on Facebook? Because if you exchange phone numbers, that puts you have to call them or they have to call you, right? But if you make them your friend on Facebook, and if you comment on a few things that they've posted, they're going to start paying attention. They're going to notice, and they will reach out to you and say, can you tell me about that product? You guys will be really amazed at how many times that new person is going to be a customer pretty quickly. So another way of adding friends is, let's say that you're scrolling down your newsfeed and your friend Kathy posts something and you notice that her friend Emily commented, and then you start just go back. I mean, I'll go look at my friend's timeline and I'll look and see how often does this Emily comment, and if it's quite a bit, I'm going to send Emily a friend request after I look at Emily's timeline so I can say, hey, I noticed that you're really interested in blank. And then I will send her a friend request. And actually, I just got a sale a couple of days ago from someone I did that with. We had our first conversation last Monday and she placed an order yesterday. So that also does actually work. The other thing that I do, and you guys probably have noticed on my own posts that are like somebody's result picture, I do in the comments, I'll put a heart. Let's say I posted it this morning and then 3 hours later, I'm going to go back in and post a heart. That's going to send it out into the newsfeed. So whoever just happens to be scrolling through, they're going to see my result picture or that I have a special. So I'll do that every few hours. And if you guys go to my timeline and take a look, you'll see some hearts in the comments. And that's why I do that, so that it sends it into the newsfeed so more people will see it. One thing I used to do that I don't do anymore because I can't figure out how to do it without getting thrown into Facebook jail. And I'm hoping that maybe one of you guys will come up with an idea that you can share with me. And that is posting in the garage sale groups. I used to put the before and after picture in the garage sale groups, and I put them in a lot of groups all over the country. And I made a lot of sales doing that. But now Facebook they're really cracking down on people and I can't get away with it anymore. So I need to come up with a different approach, and I don't know what it might be. If anybody has any ideas, that would be great. And that is all that I have. I can't. Oh, Karen says, I love this is my gift from Karen when I became a diamond, which I love it too. In fact, I think Penny's got one too. I don't know if she's got it on to show you guys, but that is all that I had prepared for tonight. Now we also have, this is going to be an action-packed night.
Diana, I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
On your before and afters that you're posting in the garage sale, how do you post those?
I can't anymore. That's what I was saying.
Well, I mean, could you maybe post that you're selling clothes because they don't fit you anymore? Here's my before and after.
Brilliant.
Man, that's good.
Brilliant. That is a brilliant idea.
I'm putting you on my marketing team, Penny.
She said to Mark, put a picture, a before and after picture in a garage sale group and say, how do you say that, Penny?
Just say, I'm having a sale on clothes. Now you might have to go out and buy you some big clothes at Goodwill just so you can say that you got something. But that wouldn't cost a whole lot of money. Or, go through, if you happen to keep a few. I tried to get rid of all mine because I didn't want to go back there. I didn't want to know that I had them to go back to, or borrow somebody's. It's, and
Well, she's saying, how do you go about saying that again? How would you say that on there?
Just say, hey, selling clothes because I've lost so much weight, drinking my weight loss coffee.
Perfect.
Anybody interested? And then that
Perfect.
you didn't say anybody interested in the clothes or anybody interested in the coffee.
It's a great idea, Penny. Thank you. That is a brilliant idea. And that's the
I
whole
would
thing.
say, I would say be careful on the saying the weight loss coffee there, because I've tried posting in all those groups that you're talking about my weight loss coffee, and none of them would allow it. None of them ever accepted it, and
I think she originally said, Penny, you did say something, just the wording was just a tad different. I think she said something like, would you like, my clothes don't fit me anymore, something like that. I don't think you said a thing about the weight loss coffee,
right.
right?
Yeah, see, that's it, Kenny. I open my mouth and I forget what I say, but no,
Did you tape this?
I can't remember. Yes, that's it. Go back and
Did you
listen to the
record?
tape.
Did you record?
That's why
Yeah.
everybody
Okay.
wants to know, because they're all taking notes. Everybody's taking notes.
We have to go back and listen to what I said.
Yeah.
Can I-
Yeah, and
I
we're
think it
recording,
was
so that's
great,
good.
though.
We
I
can
really do.
grab it.
May I ask a question,
Sure.
Diana?
Yeah.
I got into your into this late, so forgive me if you went over this already, but I caught that you were talking about how you got into groups. Is that correct? How you bring information to groups, or how you make conversations so people ask about you. Is that correct?
Basically, I just comment, not about my product. I don't comment about our products anywhere.
Yeah.
I make
Because
them
I
come.
am a part of a lot of groups, and there are a lot of people who I am connected with that bring up all the issues that we provide help for. And I struggle with how do I start communicating with them so that I can bring them into potentially my website or whatever,
Don't make that your goal. Make your goal just
Okay.
being their friend and letting them
Okay.
ask you for information because you have it posted on your timeline. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people are afraid of putting it out there. I want to tell you, the reason I reached out to Karen is because Karen was posting all the time about all the rank advancements that they had. She was posting result pictures on her timeline. Those are the things that drew me to Karen. So
Wow.
I'm saying to all of you, please put it out there. If people don't see what you have, trust me, they're not going to ask. They're not going to, if they don't see something about weight loss on your timeline or a special or something, there's no reason for them to say, hey, I really want to buy your product. Do you sell something? It's not going to happen. You have to put it out there. So, if you're shy or whatever, you're just going to, you guys remember, Kenny keeps bringing this up to me when I did that talk in Oklahoma and how terrified I was, but I did it anyway and shook and cried. And you may end up feeling the same way if you are going to post something on your timeline that you haven't done in the past. Maybe you're going to shake. Maybe you're going to cry. Maybe people are going to get upset with you. But you're also maybe going to make some sales that you haven't been making. Maybe it's a whole lot easier than you ever thought. But you've got to put it out there where people can see. Otherwise, you're not marketing on Facebook unless people see what you have.
Stepping out of your comfort zone. That's what it's about.
Exactly. Any other questions before we move on? We have a jam-packed night for you guys tonight.
Can you tell us what Karen just wrote? I think that sounded pretty good from what I saw.
I'd like to hear that too. But Diana, do you want to clarify on that? Not to be posting the name of the product or the name of the company.
Yep. Do not put the company name because people love to Google. When I see someone post something that I might be interested in, I'll Google. In fact, not only will I Google, I'll look and see if, let's say that Melody posted somebody's result picture. And I'm like really impressed with that picture because somebody lost a lot of weight. I'm going to look and see who commented. If Melody doesn't put the name out, if the name Valentis is not on her bio, I'm going to look at who comments and I'm going to trace them back and see if I can't find what company that is rather than ask. So if you make sure that you don't put the company name anywhere and your friends don't either, people have to ask. They may or may not buy, but we at least want to start a conversation. We want to know who's looking. So then when we do have a special, we can have a list of people that we're going to reach out to let them know, hey, maybe you weren't interested back then, but now I've got the special. And you guys would be surprised how often that turns into a sale. And Melody, thank you.
Diana,
Yeah.
I posted the other day, I changed my cover picture and my profile picture.
Mhm.
And when you click on my cover picture, I have the link that November the 2nd, where everybody can be part of this funnel that I'm testing. I posted that before and after, but I didn't post about the instant use. I posted how many of you like pickled beets, and I have almost 800 comments in there.
Right.
And so I'm like, this is hilarious. So I just I keep responding to everybody so that, I can keep it up there and getting a lot of attention, and then hoping that someone goes and clicks on who is that and clicks on my profile, which my funnel link is attached to that, and my cover. So, I don't know what will generate from it, but it's been kind of hilarious to see that many comments on something so simple, but they go and click on your picture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
and
where
that is wonderful, Karen. As a matter of fact, I can promise you that I'm copying that before the day is out.
Good.
Anything that you can get people commenting on and you comment back, Facebook recognizes that, and that's going to increase how many people do see your posts. We know that if Karen has 792 to be exact,
wow,
people have commented on that, that's how many people are seeing her posts. So too bad that you don't also have a before and after picture of somebody's on your timeline, Karen.
I have a before and after on Instant Youth, but not the weight loss coffee.
Yeah.
Yet.
And yeah, I think you should do that. And also something that you've done very effectively in the past, and I have too, but I've gotten away from, is posting all the rank advancements.
True.
That shows a lot of activity, and that's what was really drawing me to pay attention. You have no idea how long I was watching before I said, hey, Karen, do you have anything besides weight loss?
I used to do it all the time, and then everybody started referring what's his name to us, and he says, don't post anything on your timeline. So I quit. And literally I enrolled 129 people personal my first 60 days or 90 days, but I did it because I posted before and after pictures, and they say don't say the name. I said, oh my gosh, look what happened to my friend. They changed their brand of coffee. And I said coffee because I didn't know I wasn't supposed to.
No, you can say coffee. You can't say Valentis.
But I just went, I did 129 people. And the fun part is I didn't know we had any other package besides a business builder pack until one of the girls called me and said, hey, can you tell me about this 3-pack and 6-pack? I said, you must be on another company's website. We don't have that. We have 16 in ours. And so that's how I did it. It's like whatever your mindset is what you do.
That's what Penny did, the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Penny went like berserk.
Yeah,
and
she said her
went berserk.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to watch, actually.
I love her numbers.
Never forget that beginning. But we do also have, if you guys are ready to move on, we've got 2 really, really, really good things that you guys are going to want to see.
Can I tell you real quick what the Kenny had asked for, what Karen said? She said, selling lots of extra large size clothes. They don't fit me anymore. Add a before and after picture. Thanks, Penny.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's why Karen's our leader.
That's right. Okay, great. So I wrote that down. I'm gonna test that, and hope I don't get kicked off. But next we have Ruthie. Ruthie's gonna share what she's learned in her LinkedIn training. She was going through a LinkedIn boot camp, and I think it's really important for us to learn how to work with another social media, social marketing place, because what if we do get kicked off of Facebook? we want to have someplace else that we can reach people. And I did notice this week that Ray Higdon just started posting there. And how do I know that he just started? Because he had like 7 likes compared to if he does something on Facebook, he's got hundreds. So Ruthie, are you ready to take this over?
Make sure you mute. Make sure you mute so we don't get the
Okay.
echo.
So you'll have to,
Okay, I'm muted.
you'll have to turn your volume down, I think.
Okay, got my volume off. Go ahead.
Okay, so is everybody on LinkedIn?
No.
If you're not, you need to
I
get a
am.
free account. My coach, Lise Craft, she's offering another boot camp, and she's only charging $25 for this one. I think I paid $111 for her training, and she is pretty awesome. And you can go to her page and see how she's done it. She's got a really nice header, a headline, and that's real important to put what you do in your headline, because that's what people are going to see when they see your name. When you post on stuff, that's what they're going to see. And then in your about section, just tell your story and space it out. You know, you don't want it all jumbled together. You want to space it out. One-liners are good. So get your story down, and you need to be clear on why you're on LinkedIn, what your goal is. Or do you want to make more money? Do you want more clients? Just exactly what your goal is. And then you also want to make sure you do the skills and endorsements. Put what you're good at. What's your niche, you know? And you also want to go to other people's posts and endorse them. And you also need at least 500 connections. And I'm not there yet. I've only got like almost 200. But I think Karen and Diana, they're both on LinkedIn, and they have their 500 connections.
When you say a header, give us an
Go to
idea
my
what yours
page,
is.
you can go to Diana's, you can go to Karen's, and be friends, contact their contacts to help get more engagement or more contacts in your list. Let's see. And change your background. LinkedIn gives you like, it's just a plain blue background with dots all over it, but make it your own. I'm gonna put Elise Craft's name in the chat so y'all can look her up. She's pretty amazing. She actually just went live on Facebook talking about LinkedIn. Let's see, what else?
Joining groups.
Yep, you can join groups in LinkedIn. And what did she say? 33% of the people on LinkedIn are millionaires. I thought that was interesting. And only 500 people on LinkedIn can go live. And Elise Craft is one of them. What else?
I think that basically you want to do the same thing on LinkedIn as you do on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Comment on other people's things, post. So you can scroll down the news feed and comment. You can add.
You're not
Yeah.
muted, are you?
I am. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, I would say doing pretty much the same thing as you do on Facebook, you can do in LinkedIn. I started just this past week spending a little bit of time there every day. And I spend a little bit of time every day on Instagram as well. I think stories in Facebook, stories in LinkedIn, stories in Instagram, create it one place and do the same, you know, save it to your computer and post it in all the places. All of the platforms are really liking, they like lives and they like stories. So kind of want to go along with what they do. And I'm going to move us along a little bit quickly now because I want to get to Kenny and Penny. They, Kenny, I know you're ready. They have put together a really awesome presentation that I want us all to see because I believe that we can, it's something we can all do using the Share Valentis app. So Kenny, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Now, keep in mind, I am not sitting, I am not on Facebook or not on the phone talking with somebody. I'm actually going to be talking with Penny, and this is kind of rehearsed, but the biggest thing here, you can hear me all right, right? The biggest thing is, you know, when you're trying to present to someone or you're trying to start off, you know, someone's made a connection with you, and where do you go from there? You know, that's kind of what we're kind of into right now is the thing of how do you go about it? What do you actually send to someone? And we're trying to set up a system for everyone. And, you know, we believe that there's many ways to go about this. Don't get me wrong. Many ways to go about it. But the thing is, you got someone that's connecting with you. And we're going to, Penny, can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically, let's say, you know, Penny saw one of my posts on Facebook and she's reached out to me and, you know, she's saying, hey, you know, I'd like some information or whatever. And so, I guess I didn't add you into that, did I, Penny?
Hey,
So
Kenny, I
basically,
saw that post on Facebook. What are you talking about that you drank coffee and you lost 29 pounds?
well, I've actually lost even more since then, but it's pretty amazing what we've got our hands on. And I don't want to overwhelm you with information. You know, I've got all kinds of good stuff that I like to send out to people, all great information, but I've got a 5-minute video. It's actually about 5.5 minutes, and it'll give you enough information to see, you know, whether you'd like to be a part of this or not, or whether you just like to sample our product. Would it be okay to send that video to you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'd love to take a look at that.
Okay. Well, give me a minute and I will send it over to you. But keep in mind, it's only 5.5 minutes. So, you know, sometime in the next 10 minutes, just give me a shout back, you know, because and we can move forward. And I'm not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of information. I've got some very short videos that explain things pretty simple. So,
Like simple.
So at that point, that's when I go to our Share Valentis app, and I will go into the Share Valentis, and you'll look in there. The thermo roast video. There's a 5.5 minute. It says, "Do you believe in miracles?" I mean, that's the simplest way to find out whether someone's just wanting to be a part of the products. What it does is it gives them enough information about products, enough information about business to put it in their head. We're planting that seed. That's what we're doing there. And so I will send that out to Penny, and then I was, you know, I'll let her know. Get back with me in the next few minutes right after you get done, and we'll see where to go forward with it. And at that point, she'll get in. She'll watch the video. Go ahead, Penny. You watch the video.
Ring, ring, ring. Yes, Kenny.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched that video and I'm very interested in that coffee, but you know what? I seen a lot of things. People says this works, this does whatever, but do you actually know anybody that this has helped besides you? You got any other testimonials or anything that you might be able to hook me up with?
I've got thousands of them, but the thing is, I've got a 3-minute video that I'd like to share with you, and it's actually a group of the people that were on our team. You know, they've done a little short piece, each person on there, and it's not like I say, 3 minutes long, so it's not something that's going to take up a bunch of your time. And I've actually got 2 videos. You know, how we shared this coffee is we share it in 6-day experiences with people when they're getting started. You know, we offer it to them. They can buy a month's worth, but we offer them a 6-day experience to try it out before they go and spend a bunch of money for $20. And I've also got a video that I'd like to send with that 3-minute that actually shows you how you can double your money coming into this opportunity from your very first order. So it's a pretty cool thing. I'd like to send them to you just to see, you know, where you're at. And don't be afraid to say no to the business if you decide it's not something for you and you'd just like to try out a product. Don't be afraid to get back to me, because I get yeses and I get nos all the time. So don't feel like you're going to offend me.
Wow. Oh yeah. You, just a few minutes long. I'd love to take a look at it. And you actually know these people that have lost weight?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's amazing.
So at that point, that's when I send over, like I say, it's the 3-minute testimonial video. I'm not sure how it's listed on the Share Valentis app right off the top of my head. But it's got Diana's picture on the front of it. Shows her in 3 different increments losing weight, basically. So you can see Diana's head to the left, in the middle, and on to the right. So there's 3 pictures of Diane on that video. And that's basically a 3-minute video. We used to call it the sizzle video. And so I don't know how it's actually listed there in the Share Valentis app, but I'll send that out to them. That shows them something besides just me talking to them about the coffee. Here's some other people involved. And not only in that sizzle video are they sharing their experiences and their weight loss, but they're also sharing their experiences in their first few months of making money with this opportunity. So it shows the power of just getting started, people making money. And I think that's pretty great video. We can thank Miss Karen for that video. She put that in our hands pretty quickly. And I tell you what, I've sent it out to hundreds of people. And you know, so after that, like I say, I'll send that out. I'll send John's return on investment. What we like about the John's video is the fact that it instantly kind of shows them a way that they can double their money from the very get-go. Nobody's going to take a look at that video and say, oh my God, that's not an awesome deal. You know, I mean, when you can take our business builder package, our 575 package, and show return on investment of $3,160, that's pretty sweet. And I love what John says in the end of it. You know, he basically says, you know, isn't that an amazing deal? You know, if it took you a week, if it took you 3 weeks, if it took you a month, or if it took you 3 months, it's still a great deal. Isn't it a great deal, a great return on your investment to take 575, turn it into $3,000? He says, what if it took you all year? It's still a great return on your investment, you know? And I think that's so powerful, because it takes the pressure off people to where they don't feel like, you know, just because I got rid of 3.5 builder packs in my first month. I don't typically like to say that a lot of times to people, because they feel like they got to do that in order to succeed. You know, what John did was he took that pressure off of the people, and he said, you can do it in a week, you can do it in a month, you can do it in 3 months, 6 months. Now they don't feel the pressure. But keep in mind, we're always going to put a little bit of pressure on them to try and help them move faster and forward. But that's kind of the key. And if they come back from that video and they're super excited and they're super interested, let's just get them signed up right then. You know, you don't have to go into the full presentation, the full webinar. Let's get them in. We'll finish putting the rest of the information in their hands as time goes along. You know, Karen brought me into this and she said, don't worry about it. Just earn while you're learning. And that's what I did. You know, and I had this conversation with Diane today. You know, I would say I was probably diamond before I really realized what the compensation plan was all about. You know, before I learned all the ins and outs. Because what I did was, when I got somebody excited about my coffee, I turned them into my upline. I put them on a 3-way call, let my upline do all the explaining, do all the talking. And because I didn't know, and all I did was go blah, blah, blah to people. You know, I got them excited. I let the information come from my upline. So that's kind of where we're at. Diane, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you.
Well, can I say something real quick? So
Sure.
What Kenny shared was all at our fingertips on the Share Valentis app, 3 short videos, and we can all do that. We can all hit send. We all know how to text. And you just put the ball in their court. And it's like Kenny said, you can go as slow as you want. You can go as fast as you want. Obviously, we want people to go fast, but that Todd Falcone that we're doing that class in that book, it says a team sport or a solo sport. You know, you can run with your team or you can do it by yourself. Obviously, a team sport, you like having the help. So this is easy and easy to duplicate.
Faster is funner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Diane, we're going to turn it back over to you. I see she's pulling it up for us. So right there, the Do You Believe right there on down. There it is. Right beside the ThermoPerk video is the Do You Believe in Miracles. That is our ThermoRoast video. It's 5.5 minutes. It's basically the same thing as the Optimum video was, but they brought the ThermoRoast into it. And it basically goes into that short little presentation, talks a little bit about product, a little bit about the opportunity, gives them enough information to see whether it's something they would be interested in.
This video, the yellow one, is really good. I show that a lot. The Valentis Emulin is an amazing video. And I hope that all of you have the Share Valentis app. I believe everyone should have it for free, but even if you had to pay for it, it's $4.99 a month and well worth it. I'm using this every single day. There was a long time that I have to say I wasn't all that excited about it, but since they've added these really good videos, I mean, seriously, I don't even know how I did anything prior to. So I'm sharing exactly the one that Kenny mentioned, the ThermoPerk, the Do You Believe in Miracles, this one with the Max spray. I show that one, the More Detox. Every one of these are really, really good, professionally put together videos that you can be really proud of. You are going to look so professional using this app. So I hope that you will. I know that Ruthie uses the Valentis Tour every day. She is pre-enrolling her and Herminia both. They pre-enroll a ton of people. So
if you guys haven't got on there and looked at that ThermoPerk video that Kevin just put out there, oh my gosh, don't ever try to explain ThermoPerk. Show that video to somebody. That is amazing. Kevin's so pumped up on that video and excited as he's talking about it. You can't help but get excited just watching it. You know, and it goes into talking about the ThermoRoast coffee and stuff in the end too, and what a combination this is. I mean, I think that's an amazing, amazing video.
Can you play it? Yeah, I can play that for you.
Hi guys, we're all excited about ThermoRoast and having that strength and that power in our coffee that wake you up, get you up, keep you going, mood, appetite, energy. It does a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of people don't know that there's a diet coffee out there. So it's a real great opportunity. Sure, we sell thousands and thousands every month in our current program. Over 450 million cups of coffee are sold and consumed every day. So it's a really big market and opportunity. But even though coffee has its punch, and even though our coffee has extra punches on mood, appetite, energy, some people still want more. How do I get that extra bang, that extra punch? I really want to perk up my day. So we've come up with an answer to that, and we're calling it the ThermoPerk capsule. We want to take that ThermoRoast experience and perk it up, and we've really done it in a single dose, single serving capsule. We took a nice veggie capsule, put all the ingredients in one capsule. I take my capsule about 20 to 30 minutes before I take my coffee, and then I take my coffee, and then both of those things are releasing at the same time, and you just get that extra bang, that extra perk, and it really makes a difference. So what does it do? It increases that thermogenic fat burning potential that you're looking for. The appetite suppression is dramatically increased. There's no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners. We're trying to keep it as natural as possible. It's dairy-free and it's gluten-free. So let's look at the 5 critical perk ingredients that really set it apart and make it different. There's a botanical called Bacopa marinae. It's a mood booster. So we really want that mood booster because it's going to give us that happy feeling, that euphoric feeling, that feeling of wellness and energy. And the trick with that feeling is that it creates emotional satiety so the brain doesn't dive for that extra splurge of those addictive calories and carbohydrates. The next thing, caffeine. Now we want to use a natural source of caffeine. The caffeine helps boost metabolism. It's a thermogenic by itself. But caffeine is also a nutrient delivery system. Caffeine is also a stimulant, it's a gut stimulant, it's a neurostimulant, and acts as an appetite suppressant as well as a thermogenic. Then we take black pepper extract. This is a patented form of black pepper extract. It's a thermogenic, it's also an antioxidant. It also has inflammatory response mechanisms within this nutrient. There's another compound called huperzine A. This is a fat burning compound. It's an extract. This botanical nutrient really helps promote lipolysis in the body, burn that extra fat that we've accumulated over time. So if you're burning fat that you've accumulated over time and you're not wanting to eat and you're not putting on new fat, this is how you get that fat burning program to get your weight loss. At the same time, you're having great energy and also not getting a lot of those inflammatory responses. Then the magic ingredient, this ingredient is called yohimbine. Yohimbine has also been studied and has actually efficacious research and results as a fat-burning nutrient, as an appetite suppressant nutrient, and as a stimulant nutrient. So altogether, this gives you the new Thermo Perk in a capsule experience. It's shareable, it's reliable, it's really a lot of fun. It's going to create a dramatic increase in the results that you're going to see and the ability for you to share impact results as you bring people into the new business opportunity here, but more importantly, as you bring people to their goal and their wellness goals of weight management, weight control, and homeostasis as they balance their health and well-being through your partnership. A lot of fun. Get feedback, get results, share it with people. Let's get started. Thanks.
That's it. I really like that video. So I'm going to give it back to you, Kenny. I'm going to go off with this. My phone is about to die. He's muted. Kenny, are you muted? Yep, you are.
Sorry about
Can you
that.
put it back to screen
So-
broadcasting?
Yeah, you're sharing. There you go.
There you go.
So basically, like we say, the Share Valentis app has everything that you need to share this with everyone. You know, take some time to look through that videos. I mean, look at what's there. It's amazing, and to be able to get that feedback, you know, I don't know how many of us here were, you know, I've got 3 or 4 different places. I do everything from my phone. You know, I'm not one of them computer savvy kind of people. So I do everything from my phone. So I've got videos stored in several different places on my phone that I go back and I send those out to people, you know, before this Share Valentis app. And then I sit back and I wonder, did they watch it that night? Did they watch it the next day? 2 days go by, 3 days, and they haven't messaged you back, and you're afraid to call them or you're afraid to message them because you don't want to annoy them. That's what the Share Valentis app does for you. It gives you instant feedback. You instantly get a message when someone clicks on your video. And then you get a message saying whether or not they watched it all or not. I mean, how cool is that? And if they go back and they watched it again, oh my gosh, now you know how interested they are. They're back watching it a second time. They're interested at that point. You know, that's pretty sweet. And that's something that we never had before the Share Valentis app came along. But like I say, you don't have to go searching. We're through everything trying to figure out what to send to someone. Or you don't have to call your upline and say, oh, can you send me that video? It's all right there. Share Valentis app. Check it out. Spend the time to familiarize yourself with it. And you'll find that it's pretty amazing. It's an amazing tool. Probably one of the best ones Dave's put in our hands yet. And so that's basically what we have from our standpoint here. And then, like I say, don't be afraid when that's all said and done. John, when you've talked to somebody, you've sent them first 3 videos I talked about out, they're pretty excited. Don't be afraid to share John's 30-minute Valentis opportunity with them, because it's right there in the Share Valentis app too. It's the video that I send when someone really wants to know what this is all about. That's the one that I send out. So back to you, Diane.
Well, that's it. We have Karen's call coming up here in just a few minutes. Does somebody have the number handy?
If I click my phone, it takes me out of here.
Hang on a second.
I'm getting ready to post it again
Okay.
in the group.
Hang on. And we got it here.
I'll put it in the chat.
What is it?
712
712
775
775
7031.
7031. And Ruthie put it also in the chat. So do we need a code with that?
Yep. It's 862955
862-955 pound is the code. And that is starting in about 12 minutes. So it gives everybody a chance to get yourself a fresh cup of coffee. Kenny, I did not realize that you had white hair.
That what?
White hair. I've never seen you without a hat.
Oh, it's not white. You're just seeing it glow through that big light behind me there.
Oh.
I got new LED bulbs in it, and it's like glows in my kitchen.
Oh, really?
It's pretty thin.
Okay.
You just see
Yeah,
it through.
it looks really white. Oh my gosh.
Let me get out of that. All
Okay.
right. Well, I appreciate it. We'll hear you guys on the 14 call. Ricky and Claudie Berry.
See you later, guys.
Yeah. See y'all on the 14 call. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Kenny. Thanks, Ruthie. And
Thank you,
thank you
Patty.
all for coming and joining us tonight. God bless you all.
See you guys.